Let me ask you something. Have you ever watched an English movie and understood most of it, but when someone asks you a simple question in English, your brain suddenly stops working?
Every single time. I can understand YouTube videos, I can understand podcasts, I can understand movies, but when it's my turn to speak, nothing comes out.
And that's exactly why today's episode is important, because the problem is not your grammar, it's not your vocabulary, and it's probably not your pronunciation either.
Then what's the problem?
The answer might surprise you, and once you understand it, your English learning journey will never be the same.
Okay, so you're saying the problem isn't grammar, vocabulary, or pronunciation. Then what is it? Because millions of people understand English but struggle to speak it.
Exactly. And most learners don't realize they're stuck in something I call the illusion of learning.
That sounds scary. What is it?
Let me ask you a question. If I watch football every day for 5 years, will I become Cristiano Ronaldo?
Absolutely not. You might become a football expert, but you still can't play.
Exactly. And that's the mistake many English learners make. They spend years watching YouTube videos, watching Netflix, listening to podcasts, reading articles, and then they wonder, why can't I speak?
Wait, are you saying that's not enough?
It's fantastic for learning, but it's not enough for speaking. Imagine this. You watch 500 videos about swimming. You read books about swimming. You memorize swimming techniques. You know everything. Then, one day, someone throws you into a pool. Can you swim?
Probably not. I'm going straight to the bottom.
Exactly, because knowledge and performance are different things. Most learners think, I understand English, so I should be able to speak English. But understanding and speaking are two completely different skills. Wow, I've never thought about it like that.
Let's do a simple experiment. I'll say a word. Ready?
Ready?
Beautiful.
Easy. I know that word.
Good. Now describe a beautiful beach for 30 seconds. Go.
Well, the beach is beautiful, and,
See what happened? You understand the word instantly, but using it actively is harder. Think of your brain like a giant library. You have thousands of English words stored inside. The problem isn't that the words aren't there. The problem is finding them quickly enough during a conversation.
That's exactly how it feels. It's like I know the words, but when I need them, they disappear.
And then 5 minutes later,
The perfect sentence suddenly appears. Every English learner knows that pain.
let me tell you about a student. He watched English videos for 2 hours every day for 3 years.
3 years! Wow, his English must have been amazing.
His listening was amazing. He understood almost everything. But when I asked him, tell me about your weekend, he froze.
Seriously? After 3 years?
Yes, because he trained listening for 3 years, not speaking. Here's another example. Imagine you walk into a gym, you watch people exercise every day for 2 years. Will your muscles grow?
No, I have to actually lift the weights.
Exactly. Speaking English is a muscle, and muscles grow through use, not observation.
I want everyone listening to remember this. Watching English teaches you how English works. Speaking English teaches you how to speak English. Those are not the same thing.
So let me see if I understand. The reason many people understand English but can't speak it is because they've spent years training the wrong skill?
Exactly. They've become excellent listeners, excellent readers, but speaking is a separate skill, and separate skills require separate practice.
Wow, that explains so much.
But here's the crazy part. This isn't even the biggest reason people can't speak English.
Wait, there's something bigger?
Much bigger, a hidden habit that almost every English learner has, and it's secretly slowing down every conversation they have.
What is it?
Translation.
Translation? You mean translating from my language into English?
Exactly. And here's the crazy part. Most learners don't even realize they're doing it. It's become automatic. Let's imagine something simple. You meet an English speaker. They smile and ask, "How was your weekend?" Simple question, right?
Very simple. I know every word.
Exactly. But watch what happens inside your brain. What fluent speakers do. Question, How was your weekend? Brain, weekend, good. Visited family. Answer, done. What many learners do. Question, how was your weekend? Brain, step 1, understand English question. Step 2, translate question into native language. Step 3, create answer in native language. Step 4, translate answer into English. Step 5, check grammar. Step 6, check vocabulary. Step 7, speak.
By that time, the weekend is over again.
Exactly. And that's why conversations feel fast. The native speaker isn't translating, they're responding. You're translating, they're speaking.
Wow, I've never thought about it like that.
Let's take another example. Imagine you're in a restaurant. The waiter asks, "What would you like to drink?" Now tell me honestly, what happens inside your head?
Okay, first I understand the question, then I think of my answer in my language, then I try to convert it into English. Then I start worrying if it's correct.
Exactly. Meanwhile, the waiter is standing there like, "Sir?" Translation creates a traffic jam in your brain. Imagine a road. Every thought has to stop at a translation checkpoint. Everything slows down.
That explains why I can write better than I speak, because writing gives me time.
Exactly. Speaking happens in real time. Translation is too slow. Here's something interesting. How do children learn their first language? Do they translate?
No, they just connect words directly to ideas.
Exactly. When a child hears apple, they don't translate. They immediately see an apple. That's direct thinking. Many adults never make this transition. When they hear apple, their brain does this. Apple to native language to meaning, instead of apple to meaning.
That extra step is slowing everything down.
Exactly. And every sentence becomes harder. Let's do a quick challenge. Don't translate. Just answer instantly. Ready?
Ready.
What's your favorite food?
Pizza.
Good. Favorite color?
Blue.
Favorite movie?
Interstellar.
See? No translation. Fast answers. Natural answers.
Wow, I didn't even notice.
The goal of fluency isn't learning more grammar, it's reducing translation. The less you translate, the faster you speak, the more natural you sound. Want to know one of the easiest ways to stop translating?
Definitely.
Start naming things around you in English. Right now, look around your room. Don't translate, just identify. Chair, window, phone, table, laptop, door.
That actually feels easy.
Exactly, because you're training direct thinking. Then level up. Start thinking simple thoughts in English. Instead of, "I'll translate this," think, "I'm hungry. It's hot today. I need coffee. I'm tired." Simple, natural, direct. I want everyone listening to remember this. Fluency begins when translation ends.
So the problem isn't that I don't know English. The problem is that I'm trying to run every sentence through two languages.
Exactly. And that creates delay, hesitation, and frustration.
Okay, so we've discovered two problems: wrong practice and translation. Are those the biggest obstacles?
They're huge, but there's one more enemy, one that destroys more conversations than grammar mistakes ever could.
What is it?
Fear. The fear of making mistakes. And that's where most learners get stuck for years.
Okay. So far, we've discovered two big problems. First, people spend years training listening instead of speaking. Second, they translate everything in their heads. But you said there's another problem, and it's even bigger.
Oh, yes. In fact, this problem has stopped more people from speaking English than bad grammar ever has.
Now I'm curious. What is it?
Fear.
Fear? You mean fear of speaking?
Exactly. And the funny thing is, most learners don't fear English. They fear making mistakes in English.
Wow, that's true.
Let me tell you a story. A student once came to me. His English was actually very good. He understood movies, he read books, he knew thousands of words. But during a job interview, he froze.
What happened?
The interviewer asked, "Tell me about yourself," a question he had practiced 100 times. But suddenly, his mind went blank. Inside his head, this happened. What if my grammar is wrong? What if my pronunciation is bad? What if they laugh? What if I make a mistake? What if I sound stupid?
I've had those exact thoughts.
Most learners have. And that's the problem. They stop focusing on communication and start focusing on perfection. Imagine you're learning to drive, and every second you think, am I holding the steering wheel correctly? Am I pressing the pedal correctly? Am I sitting correctly? Am I breathing correctly?
I'd probably crash.
Exactly, because overthinking destroys performance. The same thing happens when speaking English.
I think many learners believe when my English becomes perfect, then I'll start speaking.
And that's one of the biggest myths in language learning, because perfection never comes first. Practice comes first. Think about children. Do children speak perfect English?
Not even close.
Exactly. A child might say, "Me want water." That's not perfect grammar, but do they stop speaking?
No, they keep talking.
And that's why they improve. Adults often do the opposite. They know more grammar, they know more vocabulary, but they speak less because they're waiting to become perfect.
That's actually kind of sad.
It is. Imagine refusing to ride a bicycle until you're guaranteed never to fall. You'll never learn. Let's imagine you're at a restaurant. The waiter asks, "What would you like to order?" You know the answer. You want chicken. Simple. But then your brain starts, should I say I want chicken? I would like chicken? Can I have chicken? Which one sounds better?
Meanwhile, the waiter is getting older.
Exactly. And all because you're chasing perfection.
So, are fluent speakers perfect?
Not even close. Native speakers make mistakes every day. Fluent speakers make mistakes every day. The difference is they keep talking. I want everyone listening to remember this. Fluency is not speaking without mistakes. Fluency is speaking without fear.
Wow, that's powerful. But how do people become confident?
Most learners think confidence leads to speaking, but reality is speaking leads to confidence.
Wait, say that again?
People think they need confidence before speaking, but confidence comes from speaking, not before it, after it. Think about your first day at a new job. Were you confident?
Not at all.
What about after 6 months?
Much more confident.
Exactly. Confidence came from experience, not from waiting. The same is true for English.
So let me see if I understand. The biggest obstacle isn't English itself, it's the fear of sounding imperfect.
Exactly. And here's the good news. You don't need perfect English to have a successful conversation. You only need enough English to communicate. If you're listening right now and you're afraid of making mistakes, I want you to remember something. Every fluent English speaker you admire was once a beginner. Every confident speaker once felt nervous. Every great communicator once made mistakes.
And they improved because they kept going.
Exactly. Mistakes aren't proof that you're failing. Mistakes are proof that you're learning.
Okay, so now we know the three biggest problems: wrong practice, translation, fear. What's next?
Now comes the exciting part, because once you know the problem, you can finally fix it. And in the next section, I'll show you simple daily habits that can dramatically improve your speaking skills.
Practical solutions?
Exactly. No magic tricks, no shortcuts, just methods that actually work.
All right, we've talked about the problems, wrong practice, translation, fear. But now I have a question that every listener is probably asking. How do we fix it?
That's exactly where most English videos fail. They spend 20 minutes explaining the problem and 30 seconds explaining the solution.
That's true. So today we're doing the opposite?
Exactly. Let's talk about solutions that actually work. Let me ask you something. How many minutes a day do most learners spend listening to English?
Maybe an hour, sometimes more.
And how many minutes do they spend speaking?
Probably 0.
Exactly. And then they're surprised they can't speak. Imagine going to the gym every day, but only watching other people exercise. Would your muscles grow?
No, I'd still be weak.
Speaking works exactly the same way. Your speaking muscles only grow when you speak. Tomorrow morning when you wake up, try this. Say out loud, "Good morning. I'm feeling tired. The weather looks nice today. I need coffee." Simple. No audience, no pressure. Just practice.
That sounds easy enough.
This is one of my favorite exercises. Pretend you're a YouTuber.
This should be interesting.
When you're making breakfast, say, "I'm making tea. I'm cutting bread. I'm washing the dishes. When you're driving, I'm going to work. The traffic is heavy. I need to turn left. So basically become the narrator of my own life?
Exactly. And here's the best part. You'll discover the words you actually need.
Remember the translation trap? Let's break it. Look around your room. Don't translate, just identify. Laptop, chair, phone, window, door, table.
That feels surprisingly natural.
Because that's how fluent speakers think, directly, not through another language. Here's a challenge for everyone listening. Every day, pick one topic and speak about it for 30 seconds.
Any topic?
Anything. Your family, your job, your favorite movie, your city, your hobbies. Speak for 30 seconds without stopping.
Even if I make mistakes?
Especially if you make mistakes. Because right now, your goal isn't perfection. Your goal is flow.
This one sounds scary.
It is, at first, but it's powerful. Record yourself speaking for 1 minute, then listen. You'll notice pronunciation issues, grammar mistakes, words you repeat too often.
And probably how weird my voice sounds.
Everyone hates their recorded voice. Don't worry, it's normal. This changed my life. Instead of thinking, I need to translate this, think directly in English. Small thoughts, simple thoughts. Examples, I'm hungry, I'm tired, I need to finish my work. This food looks delicious.
So we're training the brain to skip translation completely.
Exactly. Now, I want everyone listening to hear this carefully. Most people don't have a speaking problem. They have a speaking practice problem.
Wow, that's a huge difference.
It is, because one sounds permanent, the other sounds fixable. Remember this, you don't become a better speaker by studying speaking. You become a better speaker by speaking.
You know what's funny? At the beginning of this episode, I thought I had an English problem. Now I realize I have a practice problem.
Exactly. And that's actually great news, because practice is something you can control.
So if someone listening starts doing these exercises every day, will they become fluent overnight?
No, but they'll become better than they were yesterday, and that's how fluency is built. One conversation at a time, one mistake at a time, one day at a time.
I think that's a perfect place to end.
Almost. Before we finish, there's one final message every English learner needs to hear.
Before we started this episode, I honestly thought my biggest problem was grammar. Maybe I needed more vocabulary, maybe I needed a better accent, maybe I needed another English course. But now, I think I was looking in the wrong place.
And that's exactly what happens to millions of learners. They keep searching for a secret grammar rule, a magic app, a perfect course, a shortcut. But the truth is much simpler. Think about everything we've learned today. You understand English. You watch videos, you listen to podcasts, you read articles. That's not your problem. Your problem isn't understanding. Your problem is turning understanding into speaking.
And those are two different skills.
Exactly. One skill fills the cup. The other skill pours the water. Imagine someone who wants to learn how to ride a bicycle. So they watch bicycle videos, read bicycle books, listen to bicycle podcasts, study bicycle techniques for 5 years.
But they never actually ride one.
Exactly. Would they become a cyclist?
Of course not.
And that's what many English learners accidentally do. They learn about English, but they don't use English. If you've ever felt frustrated, if you've ever felt embarrassed, if you've ever thought, maybe English isn't for me, I want you to stop right there, because the fact that you understand English proves something important.
What's that?
It proves that you've already learned a lot, much more than you think. You are not starting from zero. You are much closer than you realize. From today onward, stop asking, how do I learn more English? Start asking, how do I use the English I already know?
Wow, that changes everything.
It really does, because most learners already know enough English to start speaking. They just don't believe it. So here's my challenge for everyone listening. Today, not tomorrow, not next week, today. Speak English for just 5 minutes. That's it, 5 minutes. Talk to yourself, describe your room, talk about your day, tell a story, record your voice, anything. Just speak.
5 minutes sounds easy.
Exactly, because fluency isn't built in one day, it's built day by day. And I want to leave you with this. Every fluent English speaker was once a beginner. Every confident speaker once felt nervous. Every great conversation started with a few imperfect words.
And the only people who never improve are the people who never start.
If you enjoyed today's episode and learned something valuable, make sure to subscribe to the Speak English with Confidence.
We help you speak English with more confidence through stories, real conversations, and practical lessons.
And remember, don't wait to become confident before you speak English.
Speak English, and confidence will follow.
We'll see you in the next episode.
Take care and keep speaking English.